Okay, we're going to get started now, and we'll try to explain what we're going to be doing today. If I can get this thing to, come on, display. Okay, good. All right, guys. So today, this is today's program. Hello, Melody. Oh, not Melody, sorry. I'm not wearing my glasses, my apologies. Okay. All right. Can we hit to our spots? Thank you. Okay. I want us to be clear how we're going to do it today. I was going to originally, I want to do a couple of things. I want to demonstrate milestone 5 on flow and take up the optics homework at the very beginning. Or we may do that a little bit later. I haven't decided that. But I want to first demonstrate milestone 5 flow. Then we're going to split into 4, we're going to have 4 milestones. Milestone 3, milestone 4, milestone 5, and milestone 6. If you pass milestone, for example, if you need to pass milestone 3, okay, after milestone 3, if you pass it, you will go to see Javet, and Javet will talk to you about milestone 4. And also, if you try milestone 4 and fail, then you'll talk to Javet, and he'll teach you how to do milestone 4. If you pass milestone 4, Alec will talk to you about milestone 5. Okay? If you try milestone 5 and fail milestone 5, you'll talk to Alec. We'll explain. Talk to you. If you try milestone 6 and if you pass milestone 5 or you fail milestone 6, I will try to talk to you a little bit. And Javet will be doing it in classroom in the first floor, right? Or 70301. Okay. We'll hit across the 70301. Okay. And then you'll then have a second try for each of these milestones. Okay. And then after that, if necessary, we will have some instruction or futao. It may be me doing milestone 6. It may not be me. Okay. It could be Rahim jumping over to milestone 6, assuming if everybody has passed milestone 3. Okay. If not, then we'll need to do that. Okay. So currently, this is the statistics so far. We have 3 people who are not in the course, who sort of stopped doing stuff in the course. 1 person has already finished everything. 1 person is working milestone 3, 6 on milestone 4, 27 on milestone 5, 3 are trying milestone 6. Okay, so I'm going to just do the take up for milestone 5 flow right now, so you can understand that. Okay, because that's the one where most people are working on. Okay, so the question was this: you were to write a program to help the teacher assign midterm grades. It should print the grade corresponding to the mark and count total number of marks entered. The grade A, B, C, and D. How many people got A? How many people got B? How many people got C? How many people got D? The program should end when the teacher enters a negative mark. So we had some example output. So for example, if a person enters 89, the program responds A. If the person enters 22, the program responds D. Okay? If the person enters 85, it would respond A. If you enter -1, you'll basically end the program. And then finally, it will tell you there are 3 students in the class. And it would also tell me A's are 2, B is 0, C is 0 students, and D is 1 student. Okay? So that's the question. So first of all, we need to understand clearly what the question is. Okay? So it's basically entering numbers and getting A, B, C, or D out with a -1 to end it. We also want to count how many people got A, B, C, or D. Okay? So we know what the problem is. Now we want to try to solve it. Okay, I'm going to try to make it to half here, and then we'll go to our, where is my downloads? Blackboard. Okay. Again, this question you should start with a UML. If you don't start with UML, things get very difficult to do. So actually, I'll put the question right with my UML so I can see it too at the same time. Okay, I'm going to put a text box. Okay, there's what I'm required to do. I'll stick it over here initially. Okay, write a program to assign midterm grades. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have to start my program. I will then want to, I'm going to have to input a grade, input a mark, okay? Oops, input mark. Next is okay, so I'll give my little arrow there. Input mark, okay, there's my input mark. After that, I'm going to want to, okay, now this is what I've got to do. I've got to decide whether it's an A, B, C, or D, right? This is what I've got to do. I've entered a mark. Now I have to decide whether it should be A, B, C, or D. Okay. So I'm not going to input that there. I'm going to put a diamond there. Okay, great. He will come into here. Okay. Okay, my first condition, what should my first condition be? I think my first condition will be greater than 80. Greater than 80. If it's greater than 80, I'll go this route. Otherwise, I will take the other route. Okay, if it's greater than 80, what do I want to do? I want to do a few things. Okay, I want to print, print A. Okay, I also want to have my variable A. Probably I'll just do plus plus. I'll add 1 to my variable A. Okay. And then after I finish that, basically I'm going to come back. So that's all I have to do if it's an A. So I'm going to probably just put my return back here. Okay, so that's the first part of my UML. Next, okay, let's assume it's not an A. Okay, that means he's got some other number, D. Okay, so I got to get it here. I want to get rid of him. I'll put this thing as, okay, this guy will go to, I'm going to have to move him further over. It's not enough room here, so let's move this arrow over to here, okay, good. Okay, if it's going to be a B, it's going to be greater than 70, right? So I can then just go through the B part, and maybe I'll move this guy up a little bit higher, make it more easier to, okay, so they're all going to be at the same level. Oh yeah, that's not that important. So if it's greater than 70, I'm going to take this route. I'm going to copy this. Print B, B++. Okay, and then that's the okay. But okay, I'm going to move this down further now. It's getting too close. Okay. Let's say if it's less than 70, I'm still got two choices, so I'm going to probably want to get this copied again. Okay, so this guy is going to come out here. And if I'm less than 60, or greater than 60, it's going to be a print C. And if it's none of these cases, it's obviously going to be a D, right? So I don't have to do another if here. Otherwise, it's going to be a D. So that would be my print D, D++. Okay, so now I've got my thing splitting. I've got to merge back from my UML. So let's merge these two first, because these are the last guys I split. Okay, then I'm going to want to merge the next ones. Okay, which is going to be this guy, which is going to be these guys. I've got, okay, get rid of that thing. I don't want him bouncing there. The next two has got to be, oh, come on, come over here, please. Okay, there's a guy who I'm splitting. Let's just put him underneath so he looks sort of nice. All right, and we're merging there. And we got one more merge. We have to merge, then we'll actually merge this guy to here. And I got to get one more merging guy. Okay, we're going to merge. Go, please. You're coming into here. You're merging from here. You're merging from here. Okay. And now I've got to, now my finally is my output part. Output stats. I'll just call it output stats. It's simple enough. Output print stats. Print stats. Okay. Basically, all these things I'd have to print at the very end, and then I'm finished. Okay. That's if there's only one grade. Okay. That's if there's only one grade, right? But I don't want to stop at one grade, right? So I'm going to probably have to, I'm going to want to input another mark. Okay. And then I'm going to put my if. If the mark is less than 0, I'm going to end. Because I said -1 is my ending thing. So if my mark is less than 0, I'm ending. Otherwise, I am going to go way up. Okay, so way up to the very beginning, and my while loop will start again. Now, it's quite important that you have your UML. If you try to do this without a UML, you're likely to make mistakes and end up trying to calculate whether you get entered a negative mark somewhere up here, which you don't want to do. You first want to input your marks. Okay, now that I got my UML, I will now start my coding. There's my UML. Let's get my notepad. Where did my notepad go? There he is. Okay. Okay, file, save as, what are we going to, okay, let's go to my SDBA directory. Okay, flow.c. All right. I probably don't want to erase this stuff that I already wrote, so I'll just comment it all out. So it's stuff at the beginning I don't need to worry about. Okay. All right. So input marks. How am I going to input my mark? I think I'll just use, okay, let's function prototypes. I'm going to include jinlib.h because I want to use get flow prompt. I'm going to include sddio.h because I want to use fprintf, and I will probably do everything else in my main function. I think I'll do everything in the main function this time. The problem did not say I need to make a subfunction. Okay? Since the problem did not say I need to make a subfunction, and the problem is so short, I'm going to put it all in the same function. I'm just going to put it all in main. Okay? So I could split it, but I don't want to be bothered. I won't do that this time. Okay? So what do I need? I have a double mark. Okay, and then I have to keep track of how many A's, B's, C's, and D's, right? So I'm going to need long A, comma, A equals 0. Then I want B equals 0. C equals 0. D equals 0. So this will give me the number of people with A, B, C's, and D's. Okay. Anything else? Any other parameters? Any other variables I need? I don't think so. No. Okay? If I do, I'll come back and worry about it later. Okay? So, according to my UML, my first thing is I need to get the first value for mark. mark equals get float prompt. Okay. Enter mark. Okay, and that can be my get float prompt. All right, that would be one way I could do it. Or if I don't want to worry about the prompt, maybe I just want to get float. Forget about the prompt. I'll just use get float, no prompt. Okay, I'm going to use a file. So I'll use get float. All right, no prompt. Okay, once I've got the float, I have mark. If mark is greater than 80, okay, that's this one. Print A, F print F, standard out, A, and I'll probably want carriage return, and maybe I just for think of, maybe I'll print the mark at the same time, just %LD comma A /n. Okay, and that gives me and that would be mark. Okay, there we go. And what else do I want to do? A++. Okay. All right, so this is the case if the mark is greater than 80. What if it's not greater than 80? Then it's else if mark is greater than 70. In this case, okay, I'm just going to get this down and then I'm going to just copy. F print F, B, B++. Okay, and the next would be else if mark is greater than 60, C, C++, and if none of these are true, it's just D++. Okay, and now everything comes back together again, and I realize I have made a mistake, right? Because I don't want to print the stats yet. I should probably print the stats after I finish the whole program. So I'll change my UML. Okay, so input mark will go first. Print stats will go second. Okay, I'm going to move you over to, please move a little bit up. Good, thank you. Up.
Professor?
Yeah?
With each number there's A, B, being mentioned, so print stats will be called.
So print stats will come right at the very end anyway, so just let me get I think what I'm doing. Okay, input marks. If the mark is less than 0, we're going to continue down here to the print stats. Okay, sorry about that, minor. Okay. Okay, so okay. I'm going to print all the stats if it's less than 0. All right, so input mark. Okay, so I'm going to input my mark. Okay, which is okay, so that means I just mark equals get float. Okay, and that's the end of the loop. Now let's put in my loop. Okay, this loop has to come in right here, correct? So we input the mark, and we could, okay, so we've got the mark, we're coming back here, so our while loop is going to jump in right in here before the input mark. So while mark is greater than or equal to 0, in case somebody got 0 on the course. This guy can now be indented again. Oops, he indents too much. Okay, else if indent. Okay, and doesn't, our else was a D++, insert, else, D++, and then we have the mark equals get float, and then this would be the end of the while loop, right? So we can see here, mark equals get float, we shoot up here, if mark is greater than or equal to 0, we'll go again, if not, we drop out of our loop. Maybe I'll shrink this down a little bit because it's getting too big. Now I can start to print the stats. F print F, standard out. What am I supposed to print? The number of A's, B's, and C's, D's. So total students will be, that will be my first thing, percent LD slash N. Number of A students. I think I'll put a comma. I like total. Okay, total. Let's just do total, or sum of students. A's are percent LD slash N. B's, comma, percent LD. Do I have that A? Okay, B, comma, percent LD slash N. C, comma, percent LD slash N. And number of D students, percent LD, comma, percent LD slash N. Okay, there's my format. Okay, so there's my format. I'm going to make it smaller again, sorry, okay. And now we can start to say, total number of students is A plus B plus C plus D. Number of A students is A. Number of B students is B. Number of C students is C. Number of D students is D. Okay, and I will hopefully close it. That completes the program. Return 0. And, okay, my return 0. And then I should, okay. Hopefully this will now compile. And we will see that it works okay. All right. ANCC, where are we? So, are there any questions with this code right now? Any questions from anybody? Everybody is okay on it? If you have any questions, can ask. If not, it's okay. All right, so then, okay, I'm going to try to compile this. Hopefully it'll work. Or I don't have too many errors. GCC minus C minus wall flow.c. Okay, yes, we have errors always. Percent long int, but percent LD. Oh, mark. Percent LF, percent LF, percent LF. Okay? All right, because mark is double, not integer. Okay, let's try again. Okay, two field arguments. Expected something to be, oh, what's wrong? What's missing? This line is the first one. Oh, no comma, right? The comma's on the wrong side of the quotation mark. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you're happy now. Okay, it's happy. F.exe, flow.o, jinlive.o. Oh, okay. Oops, GCC, oops, minus O. That's an object files we're taking. Okay, now I want to, okay, file, new, okay. What do I want to do? Now I have some marks. I want to make an input file, 67, 89, 34, 56, 22, 92, minus 1. I'm making a test file now. File, save as. I'm going to call this mark.csv. Okay. And now let's try my program. F input mark.csv. Okay. 67C, 89A, 98. Sum is 6. Uh-oh, some problem here. 2 A's, 1 C, 3 D's. Okay, something is wrong with my program, right? What have I forgot to do? I immediately see, okay, I got a problem in the program, right? I can't have 6 people and only have 3 marks. So, I have not bothered to print. I have missed an F, print F right here with the D. Okay, so I will quickly solve that problem. And I'll have my D. Okay, let's try again. Uh-oh. Yikes. What did it not like? Okay. Now I want to, okay, and let's try. Okay, okay, now it's got D, but it's got an extra comma here that I don't want. Okay, let's get rid of that comma. It shouldn't be comma D, it should be just D. All right. I'll save it again so the formatting looks nice. Let's try again. Huh? What's it not liking now? Oh, save. What did I do with them? He disappeared. File. Okay, are you okay there? Give float. Yes, it looks okay. All right, let's try again. Okay, F. Huh? Why is he not cooperating? Okay. This is a strange error. Okay, I don't know why. Anyways, okay, so now I try my program again. Yes, it looks like it's running, it looks nice. And now let's run the program one more time and actually do it in a useful way. Grades.csv and then grades. Okay, so it now opens with okay, so it's basically open in Microsoft Excel, and I can see I got, this is a, so now I have nice 2 columns in Microsoft Excel, the mark and its grade, how many students total. I could then do a histogram if I want. If I want, I could then do a histogram, a chart if I want here. Insert, chart, where are we? Some sort of histogram. There's my histogram chart showing how students did in the class. Okay, A's were 2 students, C's were, and you can see how the performance of the class was a histogram. Okay, so we could do all these things now based on our C program result. Okay, that's okay. So I hope the key points I want to show you here is basically this. It's important to first of all work with your UML as you try to understand how to do the programming. Do not try to start just writing code. Some people then say, you know, else if mark is greater than 0 and mark is less than 60. This is no reason. We already know the mark is less than 60, right? So to say make it say to add this condition a second time makes no sense. This way, okay, maybe okay, but it would exclude the case if someone got 0. Other people try to do something like this. Else break. This is sorry, this break is only used in a switch statement. It's not used in if else. So you may not use a break here. You cannot use break. Unless you are using switch, I should never see break, and I should never see continue. And I should not see go to. These things we do not use. Break is only used in a special case of a switch statement. It's not used anywhere else. Okay? All right? So it's sloppy coding. All right. Okay, so I think now let's go and do the first milestone try right now and work on that. So if you're trying milestone, we'll move everybody into different spots. If you're doing milestone 6, which is 3 people, you are the final row on the far right, or on your towards the front entrance of YCU. If you're doing milestone 3, you're in the far left. Milestone 4, the next rows. Milestone 5 is everywhere else. 1, 2, 3 rows, milestone 5, okay? Yeah, just use the broad, yeah. Oh, okay, so you can escape. And yeah, you can just share if you want with everybody, yeah. Save your sharing, just share screen.
I can choose.
Yeah, now you're sharing screen. Okay, yeah. Okay? And you can start to work through them, okay? All right, okay.
你好，
我好了，但是被切掉了。
他已经停了。
一定结束了。
Now break time or what? It's now break time.
What?
It's now break time or
No, just keep going. Yeah, you
Okay.
should probably teach them as quick as possible. So they want to. Because remember, how long it's going to take them? You'll be here for. If you start later, right?
only
Either-
10 minutes.
What?
Only 10 minutes I can use.
You can use as long as you want.
But they have to finish milestone 5.
Yes.
On the max.
Yes. So you're in charge.
嗨，大家，我现在讲一下 milestone 5要怎么写，要怎么用啊？
所以只有可以考，
等一下还有啊，
等一下
等一下还有效果。
所以等一下可以考是吧？
不知道，有死。
加二还可以考，那加二还可以考，
好，
加二可以考，16加2的，
我不知道他有没有，他应该等一下有讲。他没有开放。哦，我跟你讲哦，他要算2个整数之间的和与积嘛，所以你要先让使用者输入2个和，对，然后。然后呢，要用到2个函式，第一个是 x， 好，首先我们要先宣告2个函式，double 函式。然后你要让大家知道你要输入的是从小到大。A and B。这个是综合。 叶嘉伟，你知道这个输入法为什么他会把前面字取代掉？哦，你知道什么？哦，对。
什么？
哦，这里就是你的 sum 就是用的是你的最小和最大的数字，然后 product 也是最小和最大的数字。然后你要定义函式里面是什么东西，然后 sum 的话的写法就是你要用看你要 while 回圈、for 回圈都可以，然后看这好多。然后你里面要怎么写呢？就是你用 while 你的值，首先先宣告一个x 好了 ，x 当做你里面跑动的值，然后等于 a。然后呢，再第二个就是你要计算总和的值 ，sum 用0开始，因为是累加。然后当你的 x， 你累加的值小于最大值的时候，小于或等于最大值的时候，你就继续进行累加。然后你要算的就是你的 sum 会等于你的 sum 加上你的 x， 然后 x 加，直到它的值 x 等于 b 的时候，就是你这边假如大于5，它会从5开始算，然后5、6、7、8，假如最大值是9号，它到9的时候，它这边条件成立，然后接下来 x 跳到10的时候，条件会不成立，所以它就sum就会停止那个停止计算，所以叫 return。这个是上回数函式，然后下面你可以用product。product 不一样的话，你的那个这边可以改成像是漂欧，然后这边要记得是1，因为你 这边要是1，因为你如果用0的话，你不管怎么乘，它都会是0。然后这会等于，这是一样的意思。好 ，return。它这边会不一样，这边会变成你的 printf。floating point， 然后另外一个是 floating point， and x and y。 好，这边就是你的算基数和的时候，你就是要用你就是要先设一个 x， 让它从可能你输7的时候从7开始算，然后让先设你的 sum 是0嘛，然后你7开始算，就是你的 sum 从7开始加8加9，那你要怎么让它每一个数字增加，然后往下加，就是你的不管你用 y 或是 for 都可以，然后你要在你的基数和再加你的变数之后呢，你要让你的变数加1，然后让这个变数在就是你设定最大值的这个范围内持续往下加，直到它的值等于的时候，它才会停止。然后最重要的是你要记得回传你的，就是你最后输出的值。有些人就是忘记回传这个 sum 回去你的 这个 main 的函数里面，所以你的程式有时候会有问题。然后再来就是基数和也是一样的意思，就是跟刚刚一样，只是记得你的累积的累积的变数要从1开始设定，不然你的如果你用0去当它的变数值的话，你有可能0往下继续乘的时候还是会都是0。然后再来就是你的 x 相加之后呢，继续往下一个数字乘，然后再来就是 return 这个最后的总基数和。然后再来就是你有些人就是宣告完这边这两个变数，然后定义这两个变数之后，你没有在主程式里面用这两个，就是因为函数就是要有3个重点嘛，就是你宣告，然后你定义，然后你要用它。就是有些人会忘记用这个东西，你要使用这个函数，然后你要用变数去储存这个函数值，然后再把它输出。对，这边你用 double 或 int 都可以啊。这边用 int 会比较好，我自己打错。这边用 int 会比较好，那个用整数会比较好。我用错了。对。有人有问题吗？或是怎么样？你可以跟我说，我可以详细讲。会啊。等一下题目我记得是条件。就是他给条件，然后现在可以打等下不行，没有办法，但不会很难。你可以设10当做 true false 这样子，然后让大于0的时候是对，然后小于0是错，这种概念，对。好，这个程式有人有问题吗？那我们要考下一个喽，这没问题。问你是不是或不是？ 所以等下会搞那个什么？对了，哎，因为我不知道他们中有没有出新的题目，我点。那这个是你练过吗？没有。我说这周是最后一次做，没有。
还是说他18周可以做？
我不知道他没有跟我们教授没有跟我们说18周他怎么安排。
因为听
有应该有，对。
然后等下考院的话，我央做一位嘛，要换到另一个。
坐过去好了。你5号对不对？那就到了。
So what's
No,
up?
I'm typing another.
Huh?
I just searched for while loop, and I think I can call them for loop.
So we start with the next one.
Yeah.
I'm busy teaching her, so let me know when that thing clears up. Because we still need half an hour for the next set.
可以。